know I'm the king of the first round. I'm gonna touch that door, man. F***ing giraffe.
For over 5 years, Saul Canelo Alvarez has ruled the super middleweight division with an iron fist, tearing through challenger after challenger. But very soon, that reign is coming to an end because a cold-blooded killer has entered the division and he's got... Ladies and gentlemen, in today's video, we bring you the full story of the future of British boxing, the undefeated wrecking machine, Hamzah Sheeraz. Smash that like button and subscribe. Let's dive in.
Square off Shiraz's 6'3", 6'5".
Hamzah Mohammed Sheeraz was born in Berkshire, England in early 1999, and from a young age he knew he was destined for sport. His father played cricket at a high level, even competing for a prestigious club, but Hamzah was drawn to something else entirely, a different kind of British tradition, boxing.
How I got into boxing, my uncle was a boxer. It was in the family. He took me to a gym. And the love story began at 8 years old. 8 years old, I had an amateur career from 8 till 16 or 17.
His uncle and grandfather were both boxers. They never went pro, but the Sheeraz name was well known among amateurs. His uncle in particular was a standout, winning multiple national titles and dominating local circuits. Naturally, Hamzah was inspired. He set out to chase that same glory. But by the time he hit his teenage years, he realized amateur boxing just wasn't for him. At one point, he got so disillusioned he quit training entirely and didn't step into a gym for a whole year. Instead, he focused on school and seriously considered becoming an electrician. Luckily, trainer Lenny Butcher and promoter Frank Warren, both close to the Sheeraz family, convinced him to give boxing one more shot as a pro. To support his son's new journey, Hamzah's father, Kamran, took a massive loan from the bank. All the bridges were burned. There was no turning back. From now on, winning was the only option.
Professional on my 18th birthday.
Okay.
Yep, on my 18th birthday I signed my contract. And then from 18 to 25, it's just like the journey just is skyrocketed. And
soon after signing the deal, Sheeraz debuted as a super welterweight. His first opponent, Dwayne Green. The first fight didn't even last 2 rounds. Easy work. That win lit a fire under the young Brit, and by the end of the year, he'd already added 5 more vicious victories to his record.
There's a few extra seconds. Oh, good shot, good right hand again. And the towel's coming.
By early 2019, his promoters started upping the competition. In July, he was matched up with Scott James, a solid fighter with a respectable 2-1-1 record. Now, Sheeraz, tall, skinny, lanky, didn't look like your typical knockout artist, but his punches told a different story. A few clean body shots and sharp left hooks were all it took. He rocked Scott James and then flattened him with a brutal KO. Next stop for the streaking prospect, a shot at the WBO European title. Across the ring stood another British up-and-comer, ruthless Brian Kelly, holding a 14-2 record. Early on, Sheeraz used his height and reach beautifully, tagging Kelly on the way in with crisp straight punches.
That's good. That's good. Long straight shots rocked back Kelly's head. Kelly covering up.
But then, for some reason, he switched tactics, choosing to stand and trade instead of keeping it long.
This fight, want to really make us sit up and take note. Nice right hand there from Kelly.
That gave Kelly a chance to land, and Sheeraz lost some rhythm, even dropping a few exchanges. But in round 6, he snapped back into focus. As Kelly charged in, boom! Sheeraz met him with a picture-perfect right cross. Brutal knockdown. Kelly beat the count, but Sheeraz swarmed him with a lightning-fast combo and finished the job.
Some guts, the Birmingham lad. Big punches again, and he goes down. It's all over. It's all over.
Hamzah Sheeraz is on course to becoming the face of British boxing.
The newly crowned champ and his team had big plans for 2020, but just like for the rest of the world, COVID ruined everything. Instead of a quick return to the ring, Sheeraz was sidelined for months. He didn't fight again until midsummer, when he was finally scheduled for his first title defense. The challenger, fellow Brit Paul Keane. And Sheeraz beat him down so badly, Keane's corner refused to let him out for the next round.
Good work again from Sheeraz.
There it is again, look.
Sheeraz, you can hear boxing to the instructions of his corner.
Total domination. After that easy win, Hamzah was right back in the gym, and by November he was set to face Argentina's Nicolas Pito, who stepped in on short notice. Sheeraz immediately went to work with his favorite combo, left hook upstairs followed by a nasty hook to the body. But Pito, a savvy veteran, survived the early storm and even pressed forward, targeting Sheeraz's body since his head was almost untouchable.
Defense which will provide an opportunity for Sheeraz to find the big shot.
That was a quality shot, left hook to the body again there.
Still, Hamzah used his movement and counter-punching to rack up the rounds. In the closing stretch, Sheeraz seized full control, rocking Pito with several brutal right hands and finishing the fight against the ropes.
And again, he's going looking for him now. Pito is nothing if not game. Sheeraz can get him out of here. He's staggering and he's finished it. He's stopped him.
Whoever's next, man. Listen, whoever's next, I don't mind. I'm game to get in with anyone.
Coming into 2021, Sheeraz was eager to defend his title again, but finding a willing opponent wasn't easy. Eventually, by mid-year, a challenger stepped in. Spain's Ezequiel Gurria, holding a solid 15-1 record. Sheeraz was cautious at first, but once he realized Gurria wasn't a real threat, he flipped the switch. Stinging jab, hook to the body, uppercuts for dessert.
Relatively quiet opening round, just taking a look at Gurria, but
yeah, people talk about timing, but it's not more of an effective moment to throw your shots.
Gurria did his best to block the incoming fire, but Sheeraz's shots were just too sharp, too frequent, and eventually he dropped him.
Step aside that you've been advocating before he delivered that left hand.
There you go.
That's lovely. Two terrific.
Smelling blood, the young predator doubled the pressure, unloading a full minute of punishment. After a second knockdown, the ref stepped in. Fight over.
This is a moment to use his touches and throwaway shots. There you go, that right hook round the side as well, better.
Big body shots, and I don't think Gurria has got too much left here. Just needs to be selective to find the right shot. He's ready to go. Referee looks, he goes down, and the fight is all over.
To close out 2021, Hamzah returned for his fourth title defense, this time against Bradley Skeet. And once again, KO victory in round 9.
Well, Sheeraz suddenly realises now he's got to get to him. He's in trouble, he's not recovered, and he's putting the shots together. He's taking a few risks himself, but a good left hook again.
After the fight, Sheeraz made a major announcement. It would be his last appearance at 154 pounds. He was moving up to middleweight, and just a few months later, he got his first title shot in the new division, facing fellow Brit Jez Smith for the WBC International Silver Belt. And without a weight cut, Sheeraz looked like a monster. Smith made the mistake of dropping his guard for a second, and Sheeraz landed a lethal left hook off the angle, dropping him in brutal fashion.
Oh, and he leaps in and Paul gets caught as he does so, and he's dead.
Somehow, Smith beat the count and survived the
He
round.
puts Smith under pressure again, and the clock looks as though it's running.
But in round 2, Sheeraz hit him even harder.
He can look and how well he can perform, and he's performing brilliant.
Yeah, it was the first left hook.
KO, lights out, belt earned. Riding high off that performance, Sheeraz immediately went hunting for his next victim. Enter Francisco Emmanuel Torres, an experienced Argentine on a 10-fight unbeaten streak. Sheeraz planned to end that streak, and fast. To his credit, Torres came to fight, landing a few clean shots in the opening minute. But in round 2, he got caught with a hook and nearly went down.
And he's just caught him there, and he's got him staggering, and is this the moment for Sheeraz, starting to apply the pressure.
At the start of the third, a stiff jab dropped him flat.
Ricky Funes would like him to be aggressive, and he's put him down with a left jab.
Sensing the end, Sheeraz charged forward, but the veteran had one more trick. He caught Sheeraz clean and dropped him.
It's hitting the target. Down goes Sheeraz. Well, there's a
Sheeraz was furious. He got back up and fired a brutal right hand to get his revenge. Round 4 slowed down, but in round 5, Sheeraz uncorked the same right hand. This time, it was fight ending. Another knockout, another statement. With time still left in the year, Sheeraz wasn't slowing down. In late November, he returned to the ring, this time at London's legendary O2 Arena. Across from him stood fellow Brit River Wilson-Bent, riding high after a win. The stakes? The Commonwealth middleweight title. The challenger came in with physical tools similar to Sheeraz, and on paper, he looked like someone who could pose real problems. But Hamzah Sheeraz proved one thing that night: there are levels to this game. Working almost exclusively behind the 1-2, he broke through the opponent's guard in minutes, forcing him to the ropes with nowhere to go.
young boxer of the year. If you look at that roll of honour, some special fighters have won it, and he can't miss Hamzah Sheeraz at the moment. Every punch he Wilson-Bent has no answer at the moment. Hamzah Sheeraz has been in top gear from the opening bell. He's getting caught with everything.
Once the resistance was gone, Sheeraz unleashed his mean streak. One round, and the damage was so severe that the opponent simply broke under pressure.
Wilson-Bent followed up by the right hand, going through the gears. Victor Loughlin's having a look. River Wilson-Bent takes a knee. He just cannot keep Hamzah Sheeraz off him. No, he can't. And again, it's Sheeraz with the heavier shots.
Whatever Frank says, really. I'm not one of them fighters that I want this man, I want that man. Whoever signs a contract, we'll get in there, we'll do our thing, and the best man made the best man on the day.
Now, Sheeraz wasn't just holding a secondary WBC title, he also wore the Commonwealth belt, which meant mandatory defences against other top British prospects. But the champ had other ideas. In summer 2023, Hamzah showed up in Poland to take on undefeated Ukrainian prospect Dmytro Mitrofanov, and he flattened him. In just the first 3 minutes, Sheeraz dropped Mitrofanov twice with jabs. Yes, jabs. Then made him touch the canvas again with a sharp straight right.
Jab, oh, he's all over the place here, Fletch. He is indeed. The legs have betrayed him, and the referee said...
After the break, Sheeraz came out on fire, and just 3 punches later, the fight was over.
Punching again from Sheeraz. I think he'll do well to get through this round. Oh, what a down punch. He goes. What a shot. Short, sharp, delivered, and all over.
I'm here. I've got the WBC silver. Hopefully next year I'll fight for a world title. I think I'm ready. This is the man who will make it happen. Let's see what happens.
By early 2024, it was time to come home. The Commonwealth title hadn't been defended in over a year, so Sheeraz needed a top-tier opponent. Enter Liam Williams, a seasoned vet who'd gone the distance with the likes of Demetrius Andrade and Chris Eubank Jr. Sheeraz immediately took centre ring, peppering Williams with fast shots. Liam didn't like that. He charged in to reclaim space. Bad move. Hamzah timed him perfectly with a clean left, sending him to the canvas.
Zone. When he's using that jab, that's what Williams got to try and do, and he gets caught with a straight shot.
The champ smelled blood and went for the kill, ripping uppercuts, dropping bombs, and soon landing another monster shot that folded the veteran.
In the first couple of minutes, and Sheeraz is looking electric. What a shot!
Williams barely beat the count, but was greeted with a devastating hook.
The full voltage is up. This is an absolute shellacking, and it's all over.
His corner saw enough. They threw in the towel without hesitation. Then came the call you don't turn down, Riyadh season. Turki Al-Sheikh was putting together another historic event, a showdown between boxing powerhouses Queensberry and Matchroom. As one of Frank Warren's brightest stars, Sheeraz was a lock for the card. His opponent, the dangerous and unpredictable Austin Ammo Williams, undefeated at 16-0. And what a fight! From the opening bell, the two warriors traded thunder, crisp combinations, slick counters, non-stop action.
Out. He'll get 2 points, which is doubled on 4. They'll be
Back Sheeraz, and the right hand stays where it is.
Early on, it was Williams who controlled the tempo. The stocky southpaw circled up top and landed his money left hand over and over. In round 2, he even rocked Sheeraz, but couldn't finish the job.
Nice and straight.
Oh, left hand! Talk about nice and straight. That left hand right down the pipe, and Sheeraz is holding on desperately.
And that was a mistake. Starting in round 5, Sheeraz found his rhythm, snapping off 1-2s at will and punishing every close-range attempt with nasty uppercuts.
Shoulders attacks, he can't mount any attacks, he's too far out with his feet. So Sheeraz having a ball. He got that jab out as well. He's not by his chin like most people, he's out there in the middle.
Staying on the inside. They know if they keep this fight at the mid-range, they're going to lose.
And that's where those 2 punches were landed by Sheeraz.
Williams tried to brawl, tried to press, but the effort started draining him. By round 10, he was dropped. He managed to recover during the break, but came out aggressive, too aggressive. And Sheeraz timed him perfectly with a counter shot from hell. Fight over, statement made.
Tough man, Ammo Williams. Oh boy.
Incredibly, after that brutal war with Austin Ammo Williams, Hamzah Sheeraz didn't take time off. He went straight back to camp just weeks later, preparing for a shot at the European title. His opponent, fellow Brit Tyler Denny. Now, with a record of 19-2, Denny didn't seem as dangerous as Sheeraz's recent victims. But make no mistake, he was no pushover. Still, Sheeraz wasted no time. Just 10 seconds into the fight, he clipped Denny with a sharp left hand, and Tyler hit the canvas.
As soon as they square off, Sheeraz is 6-3, 6-4.
Denny clearly didn't believe it was a knockdown, but the ref started the count anyway. 10-8, first round for the champ. After the break, Hamzah came out even more aggressive, landing several clean shots. And with just a minute left in round 2, he dropped Denny again.
A couple of minutes ago, and then a right hand on the top, and Denny goes down, and he's scrambled by that, you can see. He was caught.
This time it was real, Denny was shaken, and the referee stepped in to stop the fight. Total dominance, new European champion. In the post-fight interview, Sheeraz called out the champions, saying he was ready for a world title shot. Any belt, any version. Anytime.
It could be anyone, bro. Could be anyone. Listen, any of the champions. Let's go. I mean, there's only so long I can hold 164. Do you know what I mean? So I need to start getting the title opportunities at this weight.
And the promoters listened. For his next fight, Sheeraz was matched up against WBC #1 fighter Carlos Adames for the world title. Sheeraz entered the ring as the clear favorite, but sometimes boxing has other plans.
That's better. From Adames, good body shots.
Big right hand.
And again, it's the variation, Adam.
But needs to throw. Three ahead on Chris's unofficial card. The last stand, 11th round. You're letting his punches go. Listen to the crowd here in Riyadh.
After 12 grueling rounds, the fight was ruled a draw. No belt, no glory. Sheeraz said it best. It wasn't my night, but I'll be back better than ever.
Definitely my last fight, because it was just literally what I just finished saying. The fact that I was in a dark place, in territory I've never been before, but alhamdulillah, I come out of it.
And he meant it. Right after the title disappointment, Sheeraz moved up to super middleweight and squared off with the former title challenger Edgar Berlanga. The loudmouth Puerto Rican was talking non-stop in the lead-up, taunting Sheeraz and brushing him off like he wasn't even a threat.
You already know what time it is, man. I'm knocking this motherfucker out. You know,
just like that.
Listen, we in New York. This is my backyard. You know what I'm saying? His manager, that's his manager over there that was talking to you? Yeah. Tripping. He bugging out. He's saying that Sheeraz gonna knock me out, and not even his own fighter believe that. You know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, man, we here. You know, he said we overlooking him. I don't overlook no fighter. You know what I'm saying? I'm at that elite level already, so I don't overlook no fight. I'm not going in there sleeping on this guy. You know what I'm saying? You see what happened to Munguia.
But when it came time to fight, Berlanga folded. Sheeraz beat him down, dropped him multiple times, and finished him by round 5 in vicious fashion. It was a statement win, and it launched Hamzah into the heart of the title conversation at 168 pounds. And that's where we leave the story for now. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Now it's your turn. Can Hamzah Sheeraz become the next man to face the winner of Canelo versus Crawford? Who, if anyone, can stop this British hurricane? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. We'll see you in the next one.
Live in the present moment. Tomorrow's not guaranteed at any rate. Tomorrow's not guaranteed, so I've always said that my main kind of purpose as an athlete, as someone who has a platform, is to help change other people's lives. And if my career finishes tomorrow and I change one person's life, I'll be a very happy man. So that's my main